Superman, the iconic superhero created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, first appeared in Action Comics #1 in 1938. From his modest beginning as a comic book character, Superman has grown into one of the most enduring symbols of hope, truth, and justice. This essay will explore the brief history of Superman, examine the cultural impact, animation, movies, and TV shows. It also shaped his creation and analyze why he has become a powerful symbol of these values. They intertwine with the culture and historical context of the late 1930s. Siegel and Schuster, both Jewish men, created Superman during the Great Depression, a time of widespread economic hardship and social unrest. The character of Superman emerged as a response to the struggles of ordinary people, embodying a sense of hope and the possibility of a better future. Superman's origin story involves his birth of the doomed planet known as Krypton and his subsequent arrival on Earth, where he is raised as Clark by the Kent family, a lovable family that will treat his newborn baby that came from space like their own son. Over the next couple of years, he possesses extraordinary abilities such as superhuman strength, flight, and invulnerability. Superman, the quintessential superhero, is often celebrated for his extraordinary powers and his heroic deeds. However, at the core of his character lies a deeply human aspect that makes him relatable and endearing. Despite his alien origins and godlike abilities, Superman's human qualities are central to his appeal and his role as symbol of hope and immortality. One of the most compelling elements of Superman's character is the duality between his superhero persona and his alter ego, Clark Kent. While Superman represents the ideal of power and justice, Clark Kent embodies normality and reliability. This dual identity allows him to connect with human experiences and emotions, make him more than just a powerful figure. Clark Kent's life as a journalist at the Daily Planet provides a window into his more mundane existence. His interaction with his colleagues like Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and Perry White reveals his everyday struggles and relationship. Clark's kindness and dedication to his job reflects his commitment to helping others, even he is not in his superhero disguise. This portrays his highlights his human side by showing that beneath the cape, he is someone who grapples with ordinary challenges and personal growth. Despite his superhuman abilities, Superman is not invincible in an emotional or physiological sense. His vulnerabilities make him relatable and humanize him in a way that transcends his physical powers. Superman's main physical vulnerability is magic, red sun, and kryptonite, a mineral from his own planet, Krypton, which weakens him and poses a significant threat. This weakness serves as a reminder that even the most powerful beings have limits. Emotionally, Superman struggles with the weight of his responsibilities and the burden of his power. His role as a protector of humanity often places him in difficult situations where he must make challenging decisions. The responsibility of saving lives and upholding justice can be isolating, as Superman's unique position separates him from others. His feelings of loneliness and the pressure to live up his own ideals contribute to his complex emotional landscape. Superman's moral code is a defining aspect of his character, but it also presents him with a significant ethical dilemmas. His commitment to truth, justice, and the American way often places him in situations where he must navigate conflicting values and make difficult choices. For instance, Superman's adherence to non-lethal methods of fighting crime can sometimes put him at odds with more pragmatic or ruthless approaches of other villains, heroes, or other characters. His reluctance to kill, even when he's faced with overwhelming threats, reflects his deep-seated belief in the value of all life and the moral responsibility that comes with his power. Superman's commitment to truth and justice is perhaps his most defining characteristic. The embodiment of his chest stands for truth, justice, and the American way, though recent interpretations have sometimes modified this to broader ideals like truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. Superman's adherence to these principles is reflected to his actions and decisions, which are guided by a strict moral code. Superman's pursuit of truth is not just about fighting crime, but also uncovering and addressing systematic issues. His role as a journalist, his alter ego Clark Kent, allows him to seek out and report the truth, often revealing corruption and injustice. This dual identity underscores the idea that the pursuit of truth is a fundamental aspect of justice. Superman's relationships with others are crucial in portraying his human side. His love for Lois Lane is one of the most endearing aspects of his character. The relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and love, highlighting Superman's capacity for deep emotional connections. Lois Lane's role as a confidant and partner allows readers to see a more personal side of Superman, revealing his vulnerability and human needs. His relationship with his adoptive parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent, are also central to his character. They represent the neutral and grounding influence that shape his moral compass and providing him with a sense of belonging. The values imparted by the Kents, kindness, empathy, and humility, are integral to Superman's identity and reinforce his connections to his human side. Additionally, Superman's interactions with his fellow heroes and allies such as Batman, Wonder Woman, and the Justice League, showcasing his capacity for friendship, teamwork, and collaboration. These relationships provide his insight into his character, emotional depth, and his ability to form bonds despite his superhuman status. Superman's integral appearance was a landmark moment in the history of comic books. It introduced readers to a hero with extraordinary powers with a strong moral compass. The character was an immediate success, capturing the imagination of the public during the Great Depression. In the Golden Age, Superman's stories were straightforward, emphasizing his battles against corrupt businessmen, gangsters, and domestic threats. His initial powers were more limited compared to later portrayals. He could leap buildings in a single bound and had superhuman strength. He could not only fly or exhibit his full range of abilities. The Silver Age of comics brought significant changes to Superman's character and the broader superhero genre. This era was marked by increased emphasis on science fiction elements and more fantastical storytelling. The 1950s saw the introduction of new concepts such as kryptonite, the mineral that weakened Superman, and the development of his expansive mythology. Superman's Palace Jimmy Olsen, a comic series launched in 1954, introduced the ideas of Superman's friends and sidekicks, expanding the universe beyond the Man of Steel himself. The Superman also introduced iconic villains like Brainiac and the Parasite. Superman's adversaries became more diverse and complex, providing new challenges and expanding the scope of his adventures. The Bronze Age of comics saw a return to a more grounded storytelling and a focus on character development. This period was marked by a move away from the more fantastical elements of the Silver Age, focusing instead on real-world issues and personal growth. The Death of Superman storyline in 1992 is one of the most significant events in Superman's history. This storyline, written by Dan Jurgens, Superman's battle with the monstrous villain Doomsday, leading to his apparent death. The event captured the public's imagination and demonstrated Superman's enduring relevance and the willingness of the creators to push the boundaries of storytelling. During this era, Superman's identity and his role as a hero were explored in new and more complex ways. Stories like For All Seasons in 1998 by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale presented a more nuanced view of Superman, focused on his growth from a young hero to a mature symbol of hope and justice. The modern age of Superman comics began with Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event in 1985 through 1986, which aimed to streamline the DC Universe continuity. This event redefined Superman's origin and character, introducing John Byrne's The Man of Steel in 1986, which revised many aspects of Superman's story and made it more relatable to the audience. Byrne's reboot emphasized a more vulnerable and human Superman while preserving his core values. The post-crisis Superman faced new challenges and stories that reflected modern issues and concerns. For example, All-Star Superman 2005 through 2008 by Grant Morrison reimagined the character with a fresh perspective, focusing on his legacy and impact of the world. In recent years, Superman has continued to evolve with writers and artists exploring various of his character. Superman Birthright was released in 2003 by Mark Waid, reintroduced Superman's origin for a new generation, while Superman Rebirth, released in 2016 by Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason, re-established classic elements of the character alongside modern updates, along with that Clark became a father to John Kent and his wife Lois Lane. The 1978 film Superman the Movie, starring Christopher Reeve, revitalized the character for a new generation, emphasizing his role as a beacon of hope and inspiration. The sequel, Superman, The Donner's Cut, was much better than the first. However, the third film, and Quest for Peace, was not highly rated, and the box office return wasn't great. For the last couple of years, Superman was now focused on the small screen rather than the big screen. We got more TV shows such as Smallville and Superman Lois. Alongside, we got animated shows and movies such as Superman Doomsday, Superman Animated Series, Justice League Animated Show, and All-Star Superman, and so on. Superman Returns was released in 2006. It's a film directed by Bryan Singer that serves as a sequel to the original Superman films from the late 1970s and early 1980s. However, it was released and didn't make box office money back, so a possible sequel is now gone. In 2013, the character is more evident in modern interpretations, from the darker tones and realistic of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel to the more hopeful portrayal in the animated series Superman, the animated series. Each adaptation reflects contemporary issues while maintaining the core values that define Superman. Man of Steel and Batman v Superman are both divisive films that critics and fans are split. Some people love it, some people hate it, others are mixed about it. I, however, enjoy the soundtrack and I enjoy the action. It was an okay film, but overall not my favorite Superman portrayal. On July 11th, 2025, James Gunn will release his own Superman film that will give us the classic beacon of hope and bring back the kind, hopeful Superman to the big screen, along with the established DC universe. Comic book inspirations from Kingdom Come and All-Star Superman, James Gunn quoted, "I really love the idea of Superman. He's a Kansas farmer who is very idealistic. His biggest weakness is that he will never kill anyone. He doesn't want to hurt a living soul. I like the kind of goodness about Superman." Along with Peter Safran, quoted, "It focuses on Superman's balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He's the embodiment of truth, justice, the American way, guided by human kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned." Superman's influence extends beyond the pages of comic books and screens, impacting cultural understanding of heroism and mortality. His role as a symbol of hope inspires belief in a better future, while his commitment to truth and justice upholds moral and ethical standards. His advocacy for freedom represents limitless potential and individual agency. Through various interpretations and storylines, Superman demonstrates the power of myth and the universe appeals of ideals that transcends time and place. Integral to Superman's character is his human aspect, which provides a counterbalance to his superhuman abilities. His dual identity, vulnerabilities, moral dilemmas, and personal relationships add depth to his character. The nuanced portrayal makes Superman more than just a superhero. It makes him more a deeply relatable figure who struggles and grows on a personal level. Overall, Superman's legacy endures because he summarized the best of human aspiration and ideals. His journey from a comic book creation to a global icon highlights the timeless nature of the values he represents, and his impact continues to inspire generations around the world. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching or listening to this video. If I make any mistakes or I need to be corrected, let me know. Put in the comments below on my YouTube video. Also, what's y'all's favorite superhero comic, show, and movie? What do you guys like about Superman? What does he mean to you? Anyway, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more updates. Also, follow me on today_in_comics on Instagram and on X. I hope you guys have a good day and take care.